One of the big challenges with all of this, film, YouTube creation stuff is one time to the restrictions we're seeing. So on the time front, it's not the easiest thing to put all these little videos together like I do. I do enjoy it though. It's certainly not a burden, but it is becoming a little bit noticeable the effort that I'm putting in. I'm trying to slowly upgrade equipment, get different camera angles. I've got a drone, I've got GoPros, cameras, all sorts of bits and bobs. So yeah, a little bit more effort involved in that, and the Patreon support certainly helps on this front. God, we get nothing out of YouTube for doing this. The hours and hours a month I put into this channel from the YouTube monetization is peanuts. So again, if you are here, huge thank you. Second angle is the restrictions that we're seeing on the hunting community on YouTube. Unfortunately, I harped on a bit about this last week. We are seeing restrictions. Videos are being demonetized. Now look, that's not so much of an issue from a financial perspective, certainly not for me, but it is an issue in the way that YouTube, when they do this, they kind of hide the videos from the search hits. So what it does is they restrict views to 18 plus, and my videos, if they have restricted them like that, don't come up unless you're signed into a YouTube account and you are verified as over 18. So if you're just watching it on a phone, you're not signed in, you won't see the videos. That's not so good for the hunting community. Take myself out of it, it's an issue for all of us. All the YouTube creators are seeing restrictions like this, and it's no good for our interest, our lifestyle, our passion. So what we need to do is support channels just like you have if you're on this Patreon account. Heck, look, don't jump on mine. If you don't like my stuff, have a look at some of your other favourite YouTubers and see if they've got good content that you enjoy. Support them if they've got a Patreon account. I certainly have been, and one ambition I do have is, as my support base does grow, hopefully, I'll be putting that money back into other channels to support them further as well, because we're all in the same boat. So one thing I don't want to see happen is hunting in Australia fall into obscurity. That's my biggest concern. We all love this passion. It's a lifestyle, I've said it before. We should be able to enjoy it. It's an ethical, legal sport. We're probably some of the most vetted people in society with all the licensing requirements, yet we seem to have social media platforms, unfortunately, that have their own view on this kind of thing. And look, I'm not saying that we want to move away from that kind of platform, but there's certain areas that we need to gain a little bit more support in. For me, Patreon's just a different angle at that. Like I said before, it's not about the money. I've heard comments on social media about, oh, such and such has gone to Patreon. It's all about the money. Look, if you're running a hunting channel on YouTube, for the main part, it's about the passion. We love it. It's not about money. If I broke down how many hours a month I put into this channel for an hourly rate, it's not going to be very much. So yeah, I certainly want to keep pumping out the content. I want to keep engaging with everyone. Again, huge thank you for being here. If you do wish to support what I'm doing, I can't emphasize enough how much I appreciate that. Thanks guys, I'll see everyone next time.